The ubiquitous topic of torpedo bats was not one of them, so let's get to it. Again, very much in the news this week. Rob Manfred even discussing it in a New York Times article today. 41 companies supply bats to the major leagues. Our Jeremy Schaap toured one of them, Tater Bat, here in Connecticut to explore baseball's newest trend.
I got to ask you, Jeremiah, it's been an unusual few days in the bat industry, hasn't it?
Absolutely. A whirlwind.
There it goes. They keep on doing it. See ya.
What is going on?
The guys that hit the ball closer to the logo are shifting the mass on the barrel, sweet spot, to that area so they can have a higher likelihood of impacting the ball.
So the whole idea, right, it's pretty simple. A traditional bat, you've got all this weight at the end of the bat that you're not using, and so the idea is to transfer more of the mass to the sweet spot so that when the ball makes an impact there, there's going to be more force.
Exactly.
If this has so many benefits, why haven't they been popular before?
We actually started making a torpedo bat in 2015 for slow pitch softball players who wanted a little bit of a bigger barrel where they consistently impact the ball. And over the last couple of years, we implemented it in baseball training. And now guys are trying it out in games.
What kind of demand is there right now here at Tater for these bats?
Definitely has been a big spike. We've been receiving phone calls from our MLB guys. Teams from the KBO have been directly reaching out to us.
Korean baseball.
Travel baseball, high school, college guys all want to get their hand at a torpedo bat.
All right, Jeremiah, let's go make one of these things.
Let's make it happen.
Ready?
Let's go. This bat model is for Starling Marte. He called us on Monday to get working on it, so we've been working on getting him his new one. Each one is designed individually, brought into an engineering software so we can start to do some analysis on how that bat is going to perform once it's in a player's hand as well. Things like center of gravity, the mass, and how big his barrel is compared to the other model. We start to see this bat bend a little bit right at the handle portion.
And that's a non-torpedo.
Non-torpedo bat. If I look over to this right-hand side, you'll see that this bat's not bending as much.
The torpedoes don't bend as much.
Torpedoes are not bending as much, meaning a stiffer bat, meaning a little bit more balanced as well. Same type of engineering work, same manufacturing process to make a torpedo bat as is a game bat.
How many of these are going to become torpedo bats?
I would say about 40% of them right now.
It's a good time to be in the bat business.
Yeah, this looks like a good piece. We'll use this.
A cylinder of Canadian maple is snapped into a computer-controlled lathe, which then whittles the maple into Starling Marte's exact specifications. So this is the bat that Starling Marte presumably will be swinging in a couple of weeks, right?
If he falls in love with it and hits a couple bombs, I'm sure he will.
Here at Tater, the torpedo boom has the crew working extra innings, churning out about 80 total bats a day. All right, so here we are now. They really don't look that much different from each other. I mean, you could tell the shape is a little bit different, but this is not a huge contrast.
Right, we're talking very slight differences.
So these bats are no more legal, these conventional bats, than the torpedo bats.
No, sir.
How much has bat design developed and evolved over the years?
There's a constant evolution that's happening trying to help hitters perform better at the plate. The torpedo brings a whole new face to the game.
And our thanks to Jeremiah and Tater Bat. X has the swag to show for it here. X, it's a trendy thing. Is this trend here to stay?
Yeah, I think it is. And I think one of the things we heard there was constant evolution. That, to me, is an idea that's been happening over years, right? You think about how we introduced cup into the bat. Think about how the bat knobs have changed. We're always trying to look for the next edge. And bat speed is something that's important now, and it's something that we can calculate, and guys are having better bat speed with this. I just don't think it's the end-all, be-all change, right? I don't think it makes a good player go to great. I think the understanding of you still have to have plate discipline, you still have to have an approach, you still have to have pitch recognition. All those things are more important. And ultimately, as they mentioned, it's not that much different as far as where the barrel is. It's just slightly down a little bit. You still got to make good contact. Where was this about 10 years ago, though? Kev, I think it's definitely something that's here to stay because guys want to find an edge.
I'm glad you're here with us, though, X. I appreciate that. By the way, 40% of the bats, they said,